Oh, hell yeah.
Just put on Independence Day right before you hit me up. It's actually nice taking a break, which I've been wanting to. Actually, this is a good time to get all this out. Watching all the Transformer movies recently, and I hear they're getting ready to do another one.
Mhm.
But I like to, which I feel like I usually do it later in the summer. But there is something I like to do called Michael Bay Days of Summer, and I just watch a bunch of his movies, um, which are good, like summer blockbusters anyway, like Armageddon, The Island, which is another good one, Transformers, all that stuff. But I'm watching Transformers, and then I'm starting to see like there's talks of another one, and I have been seeing like on TikTok and stuff like video footage of like some of the cars, like Optimus being
Nice.
like driven around.
Like another
Uh,
Transformers? Jesus.
yeah, exactly. Like the eighth, I guess it would be the eighth one. Which, yeah, exactly. It's kind of like, I mean, I don't know. There's parts of me that like some of it, but then I go back and it's like, I think it's like if I sit back and if I just watch one of them, I think it's fine. But it's one of those like franchises where I just don't think you can do a satisfying marathon no matter. There's somebody running up over here. No matter where you start with the film and what order you watch them in and any of that because like and I'm including like the Bumblebee movie and the latest one. Ooh, new sniper? Oh, let's go. Um,
Oh.
I just saw somebody run up here too. I don't know if I have a. Oh, do I have a clear line of sight on them? I do not. Um, but I feel like if you, because like those are like kind of prequels. Like I think the Bumblebee is like an eight. Yeah, Bumblebee's like in the '80s, and the latest one, Rise of the Beast, is like a '90s kind of like franchise. Or entry into the franchise, which is cool because I like the music and stuff like that. But anyway,
Well, that
uh,
was that originally a Saturday morning cartoon or whatever? Because I remember early animation, like
so
early
yeah,
CG
yeah, 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 yeah.
Beast
So that
Wars
was
stuff, but
Beast Wars was definitely yeah. It was like a Saturday morning,
is
like
that where it originated,
probably
or
like
was it
two.
from?
Yeah, those like characters
Okay,
are from
nice.
yeah. Like they
Crazy.
had Optimus Primal, um,
Instead of Bumblebee, there was
Cheetar.
Cheetah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So this was like merging
Wasp.
those two because even though like um it takes place in our Earth's past. It's in their future because Optimus Primal is named after Optimus Prime. So it's kind of like a weird, like that in itself is kind of like what, like what came first, the chicken or the egg, kind of a thing.
A
And
weird
then
like time travel element.
yeah, well then I think it's too. It's like because like it's not the past. Like everybody thinks it's like the past of our planet, but I think it might even be like the future, and it's just like desolate, you know. I've never really like got it. I remember watching some of the Beast Wars, but never really got into it like enough to get all the plot pieces down.
No, I mean I watched it before I went to school in the
Yeah,
mornings, which is like,
yeah. It's like
you're not watching that shit.
yeah, it's just
You're
kind
getting
of
yelled at.
on. Yeah, it's just on. Um, but they. Ooh, let me see. I definitely want these guys. 'Cause these guys are
Oh,
fun.
a big old chug
They.
for you.
Um. Yeah, they introduced those characters in the last movie. Um, as well as like Optimus and his crew. Um, and it's like they're all the same bumblebees, but it's like when does Optimus and his gang actually like arrive? Because the let me see. His mom just texted me real quick. But yeah, so it's like all over the place. Like when they even come to Earth, because in the first movie, like it seems like Bumblebee's there by himself, and then the rest of the Transformers come.
What
But
the
then, if I'm not
fuck?
mistaken, like they're already there in the '90s, and then I think
Is
they
the moon
also,
doing crazy stuff?
yeah,
Sorry.
it gets like
Okay.
darker. First of
Crazy.
all,
Okay. Just
um,
pay attention.
oh, you're good. Just like tripping over here. It's
Bam.
it's
Straight tripping.
it's it's Unicron.
The Unicron. Sam, put the Unicron in my butt. It's like, how long have they been there? When did they get there?
Yes, no, yes, that was going to be another one of my points, but it's like,
Well, because Megatron's frozen in ice for some
yeah,
reason,
he's frozen in
apparently.
ice, and then in the second one, the Fallen, there's like the Fallen who's been there since like, I don't know,
Caveman times or something.
yeah, like tribal times and stuff. Um, and then there's the fifth one, like Anthony Hopkins breaks it down that there's been like, I don't know, connections since yeah, like the beginning of time and ancient dragons and Merlin and just like, so when did they first get there? But then even like, it's almost like nobody watches. Like that's almost like a requirement. Like you can't write one if you've seen the other previous movies. Like you're just not, or if you've watched them, or like even if you've seen like a trailer, it's like no, you know too much. Like we need somebody else because there's just like no continuity. And then also not only is there like no continuity, but there's no like um plot through line. Like most franchises, even like the characters like kind of I don't know, goal stays the same, but it's like in the first one they're there for like the Matrix or whatever, and then they destroy the Matrix and they have it like kind of like it's important in the second one, but it's more about the Fallen. And so then like the Matrix is destroyed, the Fallen's destroyed. It's then like by the third one it's kind of like yeah, why are we here? And I think even Optimus is kind of like yeah, why are we here? I don't know. And then by like the fifth one, he's like ready to like I don't know, like ready to turn his back on them. But it's kind of like you know, it's like you fight this war. But it's like, dude, no, you guys like brought this here. Like you guys started this whole thing. And it's just like he's like, I'm done. We're out of here. And he's like making this noble last stand. We'll help you this time, but after that, it's done. And it's like, okay, but like again, like fine, but you started this whole thing. Like
Right.
you've been coming here since the dawn of time, messing with us. And then they kind of like left it in this fifth piece. And there's always like trilogies, right? It's like they've had like one trilogy, and then they gave like Marky his two movies, but they haven't given him a third one. And it's like I think they need to have one final one. They might as well bring back everybody and I kind of wrap up some of these weird like plot hole pieces.
Oh, I was
I can do that too.
just looking for stuff. I'm in powerful need of things. Oh, well,
Nope. Oh, there's real people here.
no. He's dead now.
There was real people here. Oh, but it's like just like no continuity even in this like the stories and like I don't know. Um,
Yeah.
it said how
Picked clean.
it's like Bumblebee even like when does he come to Earth? Because at first it's like in the first one he's like a scout that's there just like ahead of them like a little bit. I think even like a comic where it kind of shows him coming to Earth, but it's like not too far from like when the original movie starts. And then,
New sniper.
yeah, that's what I said earlier. And then it's like he's been there for like ever.
Is this a real bitch? Running.
Mm-hmm. Keep hearing these shots, but where are they coming from? Let's see now.
Oh, this sniper sucks.
Mm-hmm. One shot.
Oh,
There you go.
headshot.
I saw that. Yeah, they showed him like getting there, like I guess, like right before the movie starts. But then it's like he got there in the 80s, and then, if I'm not mistaken, I think Optimus shows up at the end of that movie too. And then in the like the fifth movie, when they're talking to Anthony Hopkins, it's like they show Bumblebee like in one of the World Wars as like a World War Jeep or something. And even he's kind of like, what? Like I was
fighting Nazis?
I did? Like, yeah. So it's like, all right, well then when did he get there? And then it's like, okay, so if Optimus and the crew got there and oh snap, that's crazy looking. In the 80s or 90s or whenever, then why did they leave to come back again in the 2000s? And then if that's the case, why did Optimus have to pick the car form again, like the truck form again? He should just had it, because in the fifth one, he leaves and he comes back in that one, and he's still the truck, like he didn't change. Then
At some point, I don't know, it's like the first one or the second one, he like places a call out through the galaxy. He's like, "Hey, we're here on Earth. Everybody can find us."
oh yeah, it's at the end of it's at the end of every movie. That's not. It's like the end of every movie. We're here.
That's awesome.
like it's like the first one is like, you know, attention Autobots, we're here on Earth, watching. And it's like, what is he watching? Is all the Autobots on a hill, watching Sam make out with his girlfriend. It's like that's why you're here. That's why you like help stop Megatron, but so you could just like hang out with this schoolboy and like watch him like
Hang out with his child.
flirt with his girlfriend. I think there's somebody in here.
Yeah, there's got people coming.
And then, well, I'm gonna get to that too, the whole kid thing. But it's like, why are these movies about people at all? It's like the first one's like the kid, and he's like trying to should I be going to school? It's like, no, dude, you've got like a freaking transforming car. Why would you be going to school right now?
It's just become evil and take the world over. And
Or like, it's like, screw, so I got like a transforming car. And then the third one, it's like, then he's like, why do I have to get a job? I've got a transforming car. And it's kind of like, well, ooh, knocked you, baby. You, he's gonna go for the rest.
where is he? Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
33. Bitch.
Oh, well. But then it's probably the third one. Then he's like, you know, oh, I don't want to do. It's like, well, you missed your chance for that, dude. Like, you wanted to go to school and study, and like, you know, there you go. Now you're in school and you're studying. But then like, they, oh snap! There we go. That's hilarious. Where's this guy at? There we go. I'm reloaded. He's coming up. Watch out. Get out of there.
Bird.
Going for 105.
So it sounds like what you're saying is they're not good movies.
Well, it's like, again, independently, they're fun. I think they work.
One at a
It's
time,
like,
you think?
yeah, exactly. But then they start putting them together, and it's just like, then Marky Mark comes in, and he's like this, I don't know, this scientist who can bench
12
press
okay.
like a an Autobot. Like, he's like, I want to put these things together. I want to make them. I want to help. Like, you know, I want to use the technology. It's like, dude, you could bench press an Autobot. Why are you worried about being this inventor?
Well, I want to do science. I want to be a smart guy.
He's always out of breath throughout the whole movie. I just, come on, Optimus. We just, we work together. You know?
I'm the best white rapper.
Come on. Don't give up now. We've come so far. You're right, Cade. Even though I've been here for 5 movies now, hearing your words of inspiration. Yeah, come on. We can do it, Optimus. It's like, but I think he does deserve like another movie. I think we should go low.
Pad out his trilogy.
Yeah, just kind of like finish out the story. See where he goes. But I think it's also a great opportunity to wrap up what happened with like the characters in Sam's story, because all of the events that take place in the Marky Mark movies are laid out in the foundation of what happens in the Shia LaBeouf world. So I think it's kind of like important. Like we find out what like the Nest Army crew is up to, and where is Shia? Maybe even like what Megan Fox has been up to. I think it'd be interesting to find out that like Shia's just got like a kid, and she's been like married to that blonde girl, and that the Megan Fox character is like waist deep in Cybertronian research, and like, you know, she's like a mega nerd, and
You know more than I do. I don't remember shit about these movies.
well, because she was like kind of a mechanic anyway. Like she liked to build motorcycles and stuff.
I remember she bent over the hood of
Yeah.
a car and cut off shorts. That's what I remember.
Yeah, I think that's, yeah, it was every,
I've never seen my mechanic do that, but
no, exactly, no, it's like everybody was like, oh my god, I wish she would work on my car. But I think that would be the thing, is like everybody would just suspect like, oh, she's just, you know, this hot bimbo, but it's like, oh no, what if she was like this smart, super smart research scientist who was like helping, like maybe, I don't know, be like repairing, maybe she didn't understand like all the science of it, maybe she helped like repair, you know, Autobots or something like that. I just figure like she should have like a major role, and you would think like Sam would, but it's like, no, he's like got 2 kids and like, you know,
got a hot dog cart.
yeah, it's just like
Sells hot dogs.
not the future. Well, not at this point. Like, I don't even know where there'd be hot dog carts. I kind of feel like this Earth is just kind of messed up at this point.
Yeah, I don't know. Is it like dystopian?
Yeah, it is. It's kind of like it is. It's kind of like a little jacked up. Quarantine cities and stuff like that.
Ooh.
But they also never did a third G.I. Joe film. Like, they did a spinoff, but again, they never did like a third like follow-up piece, which I think that would be a good opportunity.
Well, crossover.
Yeah, exactly. A little crossover
Ooh.
action. Which they are like kind of hinting at that at the last movie, but again, that's more of like prequel kind of stuff. I'm thinking like, how does this work to kind of like fill the story out? Because also where they left it too is that like Unicron.
Oh, you bitch. One of them was white as fuck.
He's got to put on a, yeah, I was gonna say, you got to put on a med kit or something, buddy.
Damn it.
Damn it, man. Gosh, what else was there? Something, there was like so many things I was like looking at this movie, like, why doesn't this work as a marathon? There's how they arrive on Earth, when they arrive on Earth, the whole plot piece of it. Oh, the cliffhanger too, like, again, like Unicron is like actually like inside of Earth or something. But then they also kind of like do a Unicron story with the rise of the Beast. And it's kind of weird because again, it's like Unicron came from afar, and this one, he's like in the Earth. I don't know. Oh, and then like there's the whole like so every time they come to Earth, they come in like asteroid form for some reason. And like destroy everything. Like even when the Transformers, like the good guys came, they like destroyed, I don't know, like half the East Coast wherever they landed, West Coast wherever it was.
That's what killed the dinosaurs.
Oh, exactly. Yeah. So does that happen like in between every movie? Because like they introduce new characters for every film. So it's like, is that in between like every movie? There's just like just Autobots and Decepticons just wrecking through everything.
Sad. Every 15 years, my brothers will land. Wipe out the entire eastern seaboard.
Mm-hmm.
Autobots land in the ocean.
And it's like they never in like the show. They always just like they had a ship. Like they arrived on Earth in a ship. They like it wasn't until like the later movies that they've introduced the idea of them being on a ship, and it was always like they had to like steal it or hijack it from somebody else. Like they never had their own ship, which I thought was kind of crazy. No, it's just like a lot of things. Just
The giant ship should be a fucking transformer.
of course, that's the whole thing. Yeah, which I don't think they ever like. Which is something I suggested, but it's something I don't even think they did in the show. I know they had like transports. There was like Astro Train and things like that, but and I know their base is transformed. But that was something I always wondered too. It's like, did some of their ships actually transform? Because I feel like that would be like an obvious thing. Would be then you'd have these like giant like megaplex and like combiner robots and opportunities too.
Shit, somebody's already been here? What the fuck?
Which I feel like they kind of hinted at with like Devastator in the second movie.
Yeah, the big
But they
old
never,
balls.
yeah, but they never did anything else like that. And that was like a huge thing. Like the combiner robots, like
Well, that's when they brought the minicons in, right?
all of the Stunticons, aerial bots, like all that stuff. I actually just got finished reading uh, Transformers manga, and I was actually kind of disappointed because like the stories weren't as awesome as I thought. I was thinking like, oh, Transformers manga, I bet this is like gonna be freaking dope. And it was more like they were little shorts that was part of a something called like TV magazine.
Ooh.